Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. Today we are talking a little bit about Anytype, and this is a different kind of video. This isn't necessarily a tutorial, but Anytype is soon to release their multiplayer mode, which is what they call it, which allows for collaborations within the app, which is again something a lot of us have been waiting for a long time. And I just wanted to take this moment to talk a little bit about the pricing and talk about the way Anytype or where Anytype is headed. So let's just start off with taking a look at the pricing. So it has several different plans actually. You can have a non-member plan, which is free and gives you on-device storage. This just means that you can use it for free as long as you use your own devices as storage. So it is possible to actually use this for free. You can have the Explorer, which is again a local non-unique name, 1 GB of backup and sync space, 3 shared spaces and 3 editors per space. We also have the builder plan, which gives you a unique network name. I will get back into that later. It gives you 128 gigabytes of backup and sync space and 3 shared spaces plus 10 editors per space, unlimited viewers for shared spaces, priority support. And this is quite similar. The co-creator plan, the only difference is the storage as well as the unique network name, which is 5+ characters, so it gives you a shorter name. So this comes in at $299 per 3 years, and this comes in at $99 per year. Let's talk about these unique network names and the shared spaces. So I will just bring up Anytype right here, and I have the I'm on the pre-released version right now. So this is version 03939, and if I now jump into one of my other spaces, you can see that I have multiple here. This is a shared space that I am going to create. I haven't actually started it, and I should have been starting this earlier, but this is something I will make into more of a public space where everyone can see. More information coming about this later. But you can share your spaces, and you can do that by generating a link and copying this link right here. So you can share the link to invite others to your space, and once they request to join, you can actually set their access rights. So you can change their access right when they accept to join, or when they actually join and you accept them. That is probably what I was going to say. And you can see how many members are inside of each space. So that is how you share a space. One thing to keep in mind is that your main space, your first space, or whatever you want to call it, this is the first space I created. This came even before Anytype introduced spaces. So this entry space is what they call it, cannot be shared. You have to create a new one to actually share it. So you can share the entry space, which allows you to have both a personal space where all of your personal things live, like this right here, and you can have a shared space like this. And what Anytype is trying to sort of do or become in the future, I think they said this at a very early point, because when they started, when it was in the alpha phase and came into the beta phase, it was mainly a tool like I use it for, as a tool for a knowledge management tool. And it will be that as well, because you will always be able to manage your knowledge privately into this. So you could use this just as Notion, for example. To just use an example, you could use this as Notion or Obsidian to just manage all of your different knowledge, all of your notes, everything you have inside of here. But they also want it to be sort of a bigger thing. Now they want it to become a space builder, so a place where you in the future can host communities, for example. That is something they really want to do. And in the end, their vision is actually to make this into an OS, an also known as an operating system. That's the whole vision of this, based on Web3 technology. And their goal is to sort of democratize the web and the web access, which is really exciting, but it takes a little while to understand what that actually means, because there are so many big words and I do not have the technical capabilities to actually explain it. But for us as users, this means that we can use it as we have done right now, but we can also use it to build our spaces, host communities, have information that is accessible to others as well, which is something I am really excited about, because as you may know, this is one of the apps I do enjoy using. The problem I've had with apps like this for knowledge management is the fact that it takes a lot of time to actually customize it, build it, and to maintain the structure you have in your different apps. So like this, there are just so many things in here. Or if I jump into my social media ideas, you can see that there are so many things and links and backlinks, and it takes a lot of effort to actually organize an application like this. So what shared spaces will do for me personally is a way for me to build in public. Again, I'm doing a full video on that later, but in the future, Anytype is still in really early days, but I thought I would start this now while I have some time. But the idea is to build in public and to allow people to see what I am personally building. And one of my dreams is in the end to host a community of people that are interested in the same things as I am. And Anytype allows for that, and that is something I find really, really exciting. Or Anytype will at least allow that in the future. We still haven't gotten the shared spaces fully out yet, so we are not 100% sure of the capabilities of this, but the idea is quite cool, and they have their own shared space, which is called Any Authors, which I am lucky to be a part of. But we have shared spaces, and we also have multiplayer mode. I don't have anyone to test this with, but they did a test in their last town hall where they showed how multiplayer mode works. This is basically a way for you to collaborate in real time, like you can do in many other applications, like for example Google Docs, which allows this to be used in team use as well. So this is sort of where Anytype is heading, is towards not just being a knowledge management tool, which it is doing a fantastic job at, but also being something bigger, a place to host communities and to work on things and collaborate on things. And that is where the pricing plans, which I talked about earlier, comes in. This allows us to, as I said, as I've said a number of times in this video, to host communities, to collaborate in real time, and it even allows businesses to actually use this for their own productivity. There is a whole doc about the Anytype member plan, and it is coming out at the end of April, so probably in a week or two. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on this and say that I am really excited about this update and the fact that Anytype is going towards where it wants to go. And as I've said many times before, I am really excited about the application, and I will probably do a lot more of tutorials coming quite soon. I am planning to do a tutorial while I create this shared space that I've made right here, and to make a tutorial and show you how I built this, and hopefully that will allow you to find some ideas on how you can build your own as well. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. This is again a little bit of a different video, and I just wanted to make it to sort of explain my thoughts. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to leave them down below, and I will get back with more tutorials and more productivity videos tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you again quite soon.